Let me today put before you the subject of artificial intelligence and the distribution of justice. That is the law and its connect with the artificial intelligence. How it is going to impact. First thing we will understand how many cases are pending in India. 3 crore 50 lakh cases are pending in India. So in this system, and it is multiplying, it has not stopped there. Every day the cases are filed, it multiplies. That is to say, our judicial system in India is unable to disburse timely justice because they are not equipped. First thing is there is a shortage of manpower. The second thing is we are lagging behind in science and technology in using of artificial intelligence in the field of law. We are lagging behind. Just 3 crores 50 lakhs means there are two parties in every case. That is the person who has filed the case and the person who is fighting the case. That is the person who has filed and its opponent. And these two people have at least 5 members in a family. That is 10 people are directly or indirectly involved in the litigation. In this 3 crores 50 lakhs will become 35 crores. That is to say almost 28 to 30% of the Indian population is awaiting justice. Forget about the new filings. This is the backlog. This what I am trying to say, this 28 to 30% of Indian population is waiting for the clearance of justice. Every case that is filed takes more than 5 years, 10 years, some cases 15 years, some cases 20 years and still pending. So this is a stumbling block in the distribution of justice. So if a country, if a nation is unable to distribute timely justice, if it is unable to take on the challenge of clearing the backlog of 3 crore 50 lakh cases, then as a nation we have failed to distribute justice. The human being's life, the average lifespan of a human being is 60 to 70 years. And in the litigation, it spends 15 to 20 years. This is a hell, it's a torture. So, therefore, the government should look into seriously addressing this problem by digitalization of the entire new filings, at least the new filings, all cases, irrespective of the courts, whether be it district courts, be it high court, be it Supreme Court, at every level, be it tribunals, at every level, the filings must be first digitalized. Once the filings are digitalized, the consequent process of case, be it objections, be it written arguments, everything must be digitalized. So once the digitalization takes place, then it can synchronize with the aspect of law. There, these it's very crucial. See, implementing, adopting artificial intelligence, the development of artificial intelligence in the field of law will centum help in disposing the case quickly in a faster pace. That is what is the aim, the motto, the aim, the purpose of filing a case is to avail justice in time. Not it takes 20 years. That is not justice. So therefore, now we have less manpower, be it in the number of judges or it is the workforce in judiciary. So the manpower is less. Such being the case, it is all the more necessary to to implement artificial intelligence. In this area, in implementation of artificial intelligence, India is lagging much behind. It is most necessary for India because the type of backlog of 3.5 crores of cases is a very serious concern. That is why I wish to mention, that is to say almost 10%, I mean almost 30% of the people or directly or indirectly involved, and they are awaiting the justice, spending cases. That is 3.5 into 2 persons into 5 persons of their family. So that makes 35 crore of the people. That is one of the serious concern that the government should look into. The judiciary, in fact, the higher judiciary at high courts and at the Supreme Courts, law commission, the lawyers must seriously take up this matter, pressurize the government to bring in artificial intelligence, at least to begin the process in a faster pace. To start with is digitalization of filing the cases at all levels, at all courts, and filing it, digitalizing it. The government, the system should make it conducive for the lawyers, for the judiciary to adopt to such a digitalization methods. So until the digitalization is done, artificial implement of further, this artificial intelligence is not possible. So therefore, in fact, the government should accord a special attention. So this will be one of the biggest achievement for the government. If this government can come up with radical, if at all, if our country, if our nation is interested in reformation of judiciary. What is reformation of judiciary? To distribute justice in time. So no justice delayed is justice denied. So if in the present system, in the present workforce, even if you multiply the present workforce by 2 times or 3 times or even 5 times, it is not possible to clear the backlog. So therefore, only artificial intelligence. See, artificial intelligence, the world is moving towards artificial intelligence. The science and technology has developed so much, which we are, the field of law is still somewhere in the primitive state. So we must also, just like how the medicine, the science, the artificial intelligence has created, has developed the medical science. The artificial intelligence has made tremendous rapid strides in war. In war, sitting in one place at the press of a button, a developed nation or a developing nation or any country which possesses such war weapons can destroy another nation. And in science and technology has developed in such a way that every company, every industry is adopting artificial intelligence. Be it transport, including roadways, railways, science, technology, be it engineering, be it you name marine science, everywhere, astrology, everywhere artificial intelligence is being used. Why there is a neglect in even starting the beginning of artificial intelligence in the field of judiciary? That is a disturbing trend, especially when there is a backlog. 3.5 crore is not a joke. It's a serious concern. So therefore, all of us, legal professionals, the judges, and the government should come out with quick remedial measures. It must have a concrete plan and implement the artificial intelligence. First, it must digitalize. So once the digitalization takes place of the cases, of the sections that are involved, see, law is not different for different people. In fact, it is very easy to implement artificial intelligence. A particular crime is dealt with a particular punishment. It can't differ. At least, if there is a crime, if there is a punishment, it doesn't see, the punishment is the same, except certain degree. Rest everything is is mathematics. Law is actually mathematics. You commit such a crime, you undergo such a punishment. You commit such a crime, you give so and so fine. First time is so and so crime, the second time is so and so crime. So everything is, all these things, if it is digitalized, it will also help, it will immensely help the judiciary, especially judges will be in a position to quickly deliver the judgments. That too, see, once the artificial intelligence takes over, it reduces the human error. So, in case if a lawyer is doing an error in his pleading, it can autocorrect. It can help the judge. If judge is, he is writing a wrong judgment and a judgment with error, so it will autocorrect. That is the power of artificial intelligence. So quick justice is impossible. Only this 3.5 crore cases will only multiply. It will never reduce. We can never, clear the backlog if we are going in this space. And justice involves important, it involves a very important portion of human beings' lives. So without law, without justice, life comes to a standstill. And such a backlog is, actually we are unbecoming of a nation as far as the backlogs are concerned. So that should be cleared. At least further filing of the cases must be digitalized, and quickly the government should bring in artificial intelligence. It should take every step in order to reform the judiciary. Only with the digitalization, only with artificial intelligence being implemented, reformation in the judiciary is possible. So let's all aim towards digitalization, towards implementing artificial intelligence in order to perfect. So that is, so implementing artificial intelligence will also perfect, will secure. So the unbiased, the doubt in the judiciary will also erase over a period of time because of the artificial intelligence. So it is towards the perfection. As a nation, we must move towards perfection. As a nation, as a democracy, we must move towards distributing timely, quick justice. Therefore, we must hamper, we must insist. Society without artificial intelligence in judiciary will be put under serious trouble. Therefore, let's hope for the best. Let's all urge that the artificial intelligence will be implemented, and the government, the judicial members, lawyers will all take this as a very serious matter and move forward.